Yeah, my name is Zac Brown, Z-A-C. Full name is Zachary. Of course, I go by Zac Brown. Born and raised in West Tennessee, Dyersburg, Tennessee, with me. And so early on, I knew that I wanted to go to school, get a teaching's license, and start teaching. Mathematics is just my favorite subject, so it's just a natural fit. And again, I still teach math to this day. I do teach adjunct at Chattanooga State, so just on the side. But again, it was all about, I just love being around people, and again, teaching is just one of those things that you have a passion for helping young people, and so that's how I was one of those weird people that just knew what they wanted to do right off the bat. So now it's one of those trying to set up an environment that's conducive to learning. That's first and foremost. That's what we do here. You know, our expectations, and my expectation for our students when they come into the door, they're here to learn. Teachers are here to teach. We all believe, my teachers and my staff, that it's not true teaching if kids are not learning. And so, but honestly, as an administrator, as a principal, it's just trying to set things in place to make sure that we give the best education possible to the young people that we serve. Our kids are achieving, our kids are improving, and so that's what we ask, is that, you know, if they're here, before they leave Howard, we want them to be better prepared. And so our goal here is, as a freshman, you come in, you're going to spend 4 years with us, that we want to make sure you're set up for success. That we all know that our kids are going to need to go off to a 4-year school or 2-year school. They're going to need some kind of additional training outside of high school. So we're definitely going in the right direction. Or, I always tell my students that there's no way I can control what happens before 9 or after 4. We can control what's going on between 9 and 4. And between 9 and 4, we expect our students to be selfish. It's all about self. It's all about preparing yourself and challenging yourself and learning, educating. Knowledge is power, of course. But we do more than just educating kids and teaching math, science. We've got to take care of those basic needs. We have to take care of a kid that, for whatever reason, has not got the health care that they needed. So we take care of those basic, those essential needs, because ultimately, if a student's not healthy, if they're not eating, if they're not having all those basic needs met, then there's no way they're going to be able to sit in the classroom and educate themselves in math, science, history, or English. So that was my passion from leading the classroom full-time, is that in a classroom, I only can affect just a small number of people, a small group. As an administrator, hopefully I'm putting things in place that's going to affect school-wide. When it comes to policies and procedures and instruction and finding the right staff, the quality staff members, etc. So that, my job is to make sure that I'm as consistent as I possibly can be. And so I really try to give our students here the same Mr. Brown they see on Monday, the same Mr. Brown they see on Fridays. All the time I say, we can have a horrible Monday, but we get up in the morning, we expect to have a great Tuesday. And so that's kind of our mindset. But because I always want to make sure that my students and my faculty in the school is lifted up, and it's always it's a positive, not a negative. So yeah, I would say, honestly, teaching is very rewarding, and some of the greatest joys that I've had in teaching is, 2 years ago I was able to hire a young teacher that I taught Algebra 1 and geometry, and just to see that, to know that, maybe I had something to play with, to do with her wanting to come into education, whatnot, giving back. I think over time you build relationships, and it's not so much about test scores, it's not about valedictorian, salutatorian, and whatnot, it's not about meeting what we call the AMOs. It's all about building relationships, setting up a young person for success, and investing time. And so that's what I get out of teaching and being an administrator.